everybody, and welcome back to the BetterGamerOfficial YouTube channel. My name is TheEmeraldFishy, and today we're finally doing it. We're finally back with a bit of consistency, and we are playing through the final game in the Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventure series, which is the Bogey Man. So, like I do in normal episodes, I'm going to try and get through about half of this game today. So, if you do enjoy this video, please do make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content in the future. And also, if you enjoy, please leave suggestions in the comments for future episodes or videos on this YouTube channel. So, as you can tell by looking at this, you can probably already tell what this game's going to be about. But let's just get straight into this. So, we're finally in control, and so, as always, we need to press the lever to let Wallace down from his bedroom. Frightening you, that, Wallace?
Oh dear, Gromit. I must stop eating cheese last thing. It's given me terrible dreams. Last night I dreamt I'd accidentally become engaged to our neighbour, Miss Flit. Can you imagine? What's this? Oh no, lad. So it wasn't a bad dream after all. It's a real life-flipping nightmare. It's all coming back to me. At the fair, I found that lug nut and she thought it was a... Oh my giddy aunt. Talk about matrimonial misunderstandings. You've got to do something, Gromit. No. I've got to do something. I must go and speak to Miss Flit at once. Apologize and explain it was all a terrible mistake. I'm sure Miss Flit will understand. She'll probably be relieved when she learns I wasn't proposing marriage after all. It's not as if we've much in common. Well, I suppose there's nothing for it but to, Oh, Major Crumb.
Yes? Morning, Wallace. I've come about a professional matter of the utmost delicacy and secrecy.
You have? Oh, wonderful. Step into my consulting room and tell me all about it. Seems I'm going to be tied up for a while, Gromit, on business. Why don't you go and put your ear to the ground and find out how the land lies next door?
So that is a good point. I probably should have said this before that whole scene. However, I will put a note on the screen before the scene. Please make sure you go and watch the last episode before you watch this episode, because otherwise you're going to get more spoilers. And if you haven't done it at this point, as soon as we go outside, we're going to get even more spoilers. However, before we go outside, we need a few things from the consulting room, which is the dining room. Oh well.
Perfectly well.
So Major Crum's having a little hissy fit over something he's lost. We need a few things from here. Well, we actually realistically only need one thing. We need the eavesdropper.
If there's any information gathering to be done, my eavesdropper is just the tool for it.
Eavesdropper. I like the sound of it.
It's not gonna be an easy job.
Also, there is another thing what we need while we're in here.
That's
So
why
let me just
my
grab the
colleagues
scissors.
and I are turning to you. We
And let me
only
go
work
and
with
use them on the
best.
newspaper because we need
well,
Wallace's face
very
in this.
kind of you to
You'll see
say
why
so.
later on in the video.
But I won't stand for any monkey business. If you don't bring me the
So,
genuine article, I'll know.
This
in
is
an
your
instant.
final warning, guys.
No.
If you haven't watched the previous couple of episodes, or even just the last episode, please do, because you're about to get massive spoilers.
Great Aunt Prudence, you came so quickly.
Of course, Felicity. An urgent summons from one's only living relative and heir to one's fortune can mean only one thing. Man trouble. Now, who is the blighter this time? I'll box his ears if he's been toying with your affections.
Oh, no trouble as such, Aunt Prudence. But, well, there has been an important development on the matrimonial front, which... Pardon me, Aunt Prudence. I think I spy an ugly little intruder. I positively loathe fungi. Come, let's go inside for a cup of tea.
Have you chamomile, child? Man trouble always makes me hackles rise and my petticoats fluster.
So, that is a new character that's been introduced there. This is Aunt Prudence, Felicity's aunt. So let's use the eavesdropper and listen in.
In his spare time, he likes to tinker a little.
Tinker?
Yes, inventions and such like.
A handyman? Well, you'll obviously have to put a stop to the inventing. Certainly not in the house. Can't be tolerated.
Oh no, far too messy and intrusive.
Well, I think you've told me all I need to hear.
And so?
So long as he doesn't leave his contraptions lying around all over the house, he sounds a very suitable suitor.
So our
That's a problem, by the
engagement
way.
has your blessing?
I don't see why not. Unless,
Yes?
of course, well, he's not a member of that place, is he? That appalling country club whose name alone makes me shudder.
You mean Prickly Thicket?
Oh, yes. Oh, heavens, child, you know our family history. We Flits have never associated with those dreadful prickly thicketers.
Oh, you needn't worry, Aunt Prudence. Wallace isn't the Prickly Thicket type.
So, obviously, Wallace doesn't want to get married to Miss Flit. So, the fact that Miss Flit has mentioned the Flits do not like Prickly Thicket, we can surely do something about it. So, let's head into town very swiftly and see what we can do there.
Morning, Mr. Panea.
Constable Dibbins, delivering the mail as well this morning?
Aye, post is off sick. He's got the mumps and I've got the hump.
Sorry to hear that.
Her Majesty's mail must be delivered, and PC Ernest Dibbins has never shrunk from duty, even when such duties aren't even part of his blinking job description. Here's your post.
Ah,
Couldn't help but notice the coat of arms, Mr. Panea. A prickly thicket, isn't it?
happen?
So, you remember then?
Oh, aye. Practically me second home.
Is it now? That's a very interesting coincidence. I was just saying to myself the other day, Ernest Dibbins, it's time you joined a...
Oh, my. Excuse me, Constable.
What are you staring at? Get along now.
Let's have a look at that envelope.
Back off. Caught him trying to nick your letter. The important one from Prickly Thicket.
Oh, that's only the envelope. I've got the letter here.
Not bad news, I trust.
Oh no, quite the reverse. It's my turn to propose a new member.
Is it really? Well, I never.
It's a heavy responsibility. Not everyone's cut out to be a prickly thicketer. The candidate must be a gentleman of impeccable character. Someone who's always there for a friend in need. A pillar of the community. And, of course, a sportsman. Going to be a long search?
Not necessarily. I mean, the ideal candidate might be, somebody who's very close to you.
Oh?
Aye, somebody who's right in front of your nose, in fact.
Ah, yes, of course. You mean Mr. Wallace, my near neighbour and one of my best customers.
Wallace? He's no blinking sportsman. He don't know one end of a golf club from t'other.
Well, that's true.
And he's hardly a pillar of the community, like...
Like who?
Mr. Panea. My dear Mr. Panea, who watches over this town centre like a shepherd watches his flock. Who sees to it that everybody stays on the straight and narrow.
Oh, you mean you? But don't forget, you forgot to find me after that business with the bad bangers last month.
Only on account of me soft heart. It's me only failing. But don't start getting ideas.
That is why Constable Dibbins is very bad at his job.
Of course, Constable.
Now, you better start getting these crates put away. They're blocking a public thoroughfare.
Oh dear, not more crates.
Good day, Mr. Panea. I'll leave you to think things out. Out of me way, you.
See, this is the thing with Constable Dibbins. He's not a great person in terms of, like, the way he is in his job. Because, like, he was really disrespectful to Gromit then, that's a good example. And he's also, like he doesn't take an idiot to work out that obviously he wants to be in the club. But, as well, we've even proved just then how he's failing to do his job properly just because of his feelings towards a friend, and that's not how a policeman should behave, really. But let's carry on.
Hey up, Gromit, where'd you come from? I weren't really thinking straight when I said your master might be prickly thicket material. He's a right good bloke, your Wallace. But, like the PC says, if he's a sportsman, I'm a banana.
Fair. I'm sure
Don't suppose you can use a few crates of
No,
super
man,
sticky
figured out.
nut butter, can you? I ordered 5 tubs, but the daft hyper at warehouse put me down for 500. How am I supposed to shift 500 tubs of super sticky nut butter? Wait a minute. Take this home to your master. Free sample, courtesy of Paneer's Produce. If you don't like it, you can always use it to fill in cracks before decorating.
that just shows how sticky it is. Let's stay at home for a sec. Because, we kind of need to rain havoc on the shop, and you'll see why in a second. So let's use the sticky nut butter with the feeding tray. And then let's take it. And then let's go back into the town. And then let's put it in the crates.
Can't really leave these crates in the street all day.
Ah, my good friend Panea. Glad to see you doing your civic duty.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't want to presume on our friendship.
That's why I've always respected you, Mr. Panea. Never one to take advantage of powerful friends. You know, when push comes to shove, the law must be obeyed.
Honor, duty, and golf. That's the prickly thicket motto.
And a fine motto it is. A motto I could easily live by if, say, someone were to invite me to join the club.
Say no more, Constable. I've thought it over and...
Thinking heck!
Crikey!
What kind of trick is this?
Trick? No trick. Just a little mix-up. Optical illusion. If you'll just turn the other way for a moment, I'll...
Turn the other way? I am an officer of the law, Mr. Panea.
But our friendship...
I'm sorry, Mr. Panea, but vermin's vermin, and vermin trumps friendship every time.
So, that's how it's going to be, is it?
So that seemed like quite a bad thing to do. However, we want to convince Mr. Panea to choose Wallace over Constable Dibbins, because obviously we don't want Wallace to marry Miss Flit. Now, there is a magazine here
Gromit.
about golf. So let's use this face of Wallace on that, and you'll see why.
Closed you down, did he? Oh, the constable's in a right grumpy mood today, ain't he?
And I thought we were mates. Almost invited him to join me country club, I
There
did.
you go.
Oh, well, you've saved yourself a lot of regrets. Here, this ought to soften the blow.
Extreme putting. I've been looking forward to this issue. There's supposed to be an in-depth feature on the merits of natural rubber grips versus synthetic. Hello? What's this? Lincoln Nora. Is that who I think it is?
Well, I'll be. That's our Wallace, that is. Rookie of the Year.
I didn't even know he played golf.
Oh, he's a man of mystery and no mistake.
Yes.
What you thinking, Pat?
Constable Dibbins, this is a pleasant surprise. What brings you to,
Here, package for you.
Again, showing Constable Dibbins
What do you suppose
is
this
bad
is
at his
about?
job.
It's from Prickly Thicket. Well, I never. They're inviting me to become a member. And they've even enclosed the club's official tank top. Imagine that, lad. A country club. Ho ho! We're going up in the world, eh, Gromit? Miss Flit.
Please, Wallace, you needn't be so formal. Not after yesterday. Call me Felicity.
Yes. About yesterday.
I did leave you hanging in suspense, rather, didn't I? Naughty me. But I do have an answer for you now.
You do?
I couldn't take a step of this magnitude without first consulting my great aunt Prudence. And you'll be delighted to know she has given us her blessing. Isn't that wonderful? Her only caveat, and it's almost too ridiculous to mention, is that she forbids us to marry if you're a member of...
There you go. That's that one down the drain.
We reject the sticky wicket, that's a ball of cursed cricket. We tell other sports to stick it. Golf for us is just the ticket. Hurrah! Hurrah for Prickly Thicket!
Brother Wallace is duly sworn in co-conformance with prickly protocol. Devil if I ken why it had to be Wallace, but what's done's done. Welcome to the club, Wallace. We await the opening whack. Swing that club, you tube!
So, again, meeting Duncan. Oh!
What's he doing here?
Miss Constable Divins.
Stop in the name of the law! I hereby announce that in violation of Municipal Bylaw number 486, as relating to sports and social clubs, use of, this club is to be closed forthwith.
This is irregular.
Bylaws state, and I quote, every registered golf and country club must be in possession of no fewer than one fully functioning golf course.
Oh, yes. That bylaw.
Pardon if I'm a bit, shaky on the upswing, but are you saying that...
We don't actually have a golf course. Not at the moment, anyway.
Had one once. Dashed fine one it was, too.
But the deed was lost.
Somewhere within the walls of this club.
Some little time ago.
1649?
Rotten year.
It's a long and terrible story.
It's history.
And as of tomorrow morning, Prickly Thicket will be history too. Enjoy your last day at the club, gentlemen.
Again,
Well, there's
jealousy.
only one thing for it, I reckon. Like the Booby Bobby said, let's enjoy our last day at the club.
Capital idea. Perhaps I can get a game of chess in before Thicket.
I still need to work on me cushion technique.
Pardon me, but PC Dibbins is going to shut Prickly Thicket Golf Club because it hasn't got a golf course.
That's horrible cheek.
And it hasn't got a golf course because the deed proving its existence is lost.
Yes.
Deed?
Aye, that's
Well
right.
then, there's nothing for it but to find the deed.
Easier said than done, laddie.
Prickly thicketers have been searching for centuries.
Impossible quest, Wallace.
Impossibilities are our speciality at Golden Retrieval.
So you may have noticed at the start that
Now I
Wallace has picked
remember.
up
That's what I hired you fellows to find.
detective
The
business.
deed to Prickly Thicket Golf Course.
And that's what Major Crumb wanted when he was sat in the living room
Clue
stumbling upon his
finder
words.
ought to come in handy for finding clues.
So, let's go and find some clues then. So we're listing out for the crackling, I think.
Eureka! A clue! The golden key shall only be obtained by him who earned it. The golfer who, without a clue, took up the game and learned it. To hook and slice is never nice unless ye have direction. A book depicts in stages 6 the order of perfection.
Aha! I've got it now.
You have?
Rook to pawn 3.
I'm still missing a clue or two.
Okay, I don't know what that was meant to mean by Major Crumb, but let's keep having a look.
What's this? Behold the foolish puppy dog, he keepeth very busy. He seeketh for the silver key, and spinneth till he's dizzy. The hours pass, he stoppeth not, in daytime nor in nighttime. Methinks he'll findeth not his prize, until you see the right time. Blinkin' Nora, this is a riddle and no mistake.
Call that poetry, Wallace.
I think it's a clue, Major Crumb. There's bound to be a clue nearby.
Right, let's go find some more clues.
Could this be a clue? Only the man who has mastered the Ganges and made the impossible shot is worthy to pocket the porcelain key that will slide in the porcelain slot.
Master the Ganges? Does that mean the river? Or could it mean...
Could it mean what?
Nothing. Just a silly superstition.
So, you may be wondering why on earth have we just gone and found all those clues? Well, you may notice that this painting has 3 locks on it. One of them being gold, one of them being silver, and one of them being porcelain. So basically, those clues, like those 3 clues, one of them represents one of these, if that makes sense. So, let me go in my inventory and I'll show you. So, let's do the silver one first. So, we're looking for the silver key here. We also have something to do with the clock and then something to do with the dog. That dog is in the music box, which is over here, I do believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the music box is here. Let's have a look at the clock first.
Either that clock's wrong or I am. Springs could do with a bit of tensioning.
Nonsense. Clock's on Thicket time, that's all.
Right. So let's have a look. So here the clock was on 9 o'clock. So to get that to appear in the mirror of a music box, you would need it to be on 3 o'clock, the opposite way around, because it's being reflected. I think the tea time bell. Is it tea time bell? I think I don't know.
Tee-hee time,
Yes,
everybody.
tee-hee
Time for a joke. Anyway. I say.
Why hasn't the clock moved?
I'm wearing my lucky golf socks today.
Lucky golf socks? What the devil are lucky golf socks?
The pair with a hole in one.
A sock with a hole in one.
Right. Let me shut the clock and let me ring the bell again. One sec.
Tee-hee
There we go.
Time, everybody. Time for a joke.
Let's have
Fella
another joke. Why
invites
not?
his new neighbour to join him for a round of golf. Neighbour's never played golf before.
Oh, yes. Awfully decent. Very public-spirited.
Everything's fine till they get to the 7th hole, when the neighbour hits his ball into the bunker. He whacks it and whacks it, but can't get it out of the sand. You're not using the right club, says his friend. I haven't got it anymore, says the neighbour.
Hasn't got it? Why in heaven's name not?
'Cause you told me to eat me sandwich before we came out.
Oh my word.
Eat me sandwich.
That laugh entertains me massively. So let's open up the clock again.
This clock seems slightly cuckoo.
Now let's go and start up the music box.
Now then, I wonder...
Crivens! He has found it! He's found
It's the
it!
silver key.
So that's 1 out of 3 keys. The next key is the gold key, and I can't remember which bell starts it, so that's for a cup of tea, and that's for golf, right? I'm telling by the names in the top right in case you're wondering.
Ah, time to tee off. Time to hit the links already.
So, the order in which the holes lit up
Who's the lucky loser this time?
is a massive feature,
Wallace!
because we need to use that to our
Come back
advantage
for another drubbing, did
to
you?
get
Study my
the golden
form.
key.
Maybe you can learn something.
From his dialogue there, in case you couldn't tell, yes, this has taken me a few attempts to try and do. But I wanted to get it right so I could show you guys properly how to do it.
I'll hold the pose a while, in case anyone's of a mind to take a wee picture. Your turn, Wallace. Or did you want to give up?
So, what we need to do, we need to take the hook and cleek, the red club, and you'll see why in a sec.
Here comes the fiend of the fairway. Gonna swing from the big boys tee this time, are you, Wallace?
So, we've lit up this one, and now we need to light up this one. So the hooking click makes it go left, and because we're at the closer tee, it will make it go over here, which is where we need it to go. So let's get the club and use it here. And then now, because Duncan hits from the big tee, if we sneakily swap his club, he will hit it to the far left one, which is the one that's next in the sequence.
Crevance! He did it again. He missed another shot.
Something's not right. What's going on? All right then. Which club are you going to use?
So now we need to hit it to this right one here. So in this time we need to use the slicing wedge.
Stand back, everyone! The pro's going to show us how it's done. Step up to the tee, Wallace.
So now we need to use the blue club at the close tee. So now obviously the only other one to light is the top right, so we need to swap the club again so that Duncan can hit that shot for us.
Shanks! Oh my giddy ants, he's right off his game, he is.
I'm not either. It's an equipment malfunction. The club's clubbed. There now. Try one of those.
Right, so now we need to get the straight iron that will actually let us hit the middle hole.
Can you do a few practice swings for me, Wallace? I want to study your how not to do it technique.
So let's go from the big tee this time, because we actually can do the big tee, for goodness sake. The far tee, because that's what we can do now.
Look, Wallace sunk the ball.
No, he never. It's a trick. He, Crevance!
Crikey!
See, for you that would have been one run that you saw, but for me that was about 3 because I kept failing it. So to get the final and porcelain key, what we actually need to do, we actually need to go outside and do a few tasks there. Because we need to use something that's called the Ganges grip, and you'll see why in a sec. So let's nip back to the house first to grab something from the living room, which we are going to need.
Can't take tea today, lad. Prickly Thicket's on a bit of a sticky wicket, and only golden retrieval can save the day. Grab our detection kit and let's... What's up, Chuck? Good afternoon, ladies. Is there anything I can do for you?
Wallace!
Oh, oh dear me.
My grandniece is a tender-hearted girl, Mr. Wallace. She hates to see a man ruin his life.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Mrs.
It's Miss Flit, actually. And I make it a rule never to shake hands with individuals who belong to certain organizations. Golf is a barbaric practice, Mr. Wallace. Those caught in its snares inevitably descend into squalor, destitution, and madness. It's all there in this little booklet.
Save yourself, Wallace.
I don't believe we'll actually need to read that booklet, but one thing we do need to take from this room, like, completely disregarding this current situation, is the milk.
A glass of milk?
Makes a change for the sort of tipple you imbibe at your club, I'll venture. Very good. Drink your milk. At least that's a wholesome activity.
Do you think it will restore his senses, Aunt Prudence?
There's always hope.
So, as you can tell, the Flits absolutely hate
I've enjoyed
Prickly
our
Thicket.
little chat, Miss Flit. Oh, and a great pleasure meeting you, Miss Flit. But, mustache?
Please, try to turn your life around, Wallace.
Awfully pressed for time, Gromit. Would you mind attending to our guests?
Could we have a clean handkerchief, please?
For goodness sake. Right, let's head back into town then. So, let's go and give... Right, let's talk to Mrs. Gabbly first so you
How
can get a
do,
bit of
Wallace?
context to why we need
How
the
goes
milk.
your first and last day at your new club?
Afraid I can't quite make out what you're saying.
The missus had some of that Mr. Panier's fancy nut butter. Now she can't open a gob.
Oh, dear. Sticky situation, that.
I know. Wonder if he's got any more.
That says it all. So let's give us the milk that we just got.
Here you are, Mrs. Gabbly. This ought to do the trick.
Oh, I can talk again.
Now look what you've done, Wallace.
And I'll have a few choice words for you tonight.
So, right. So, like I said, we need the Ganges grip for the next task. However, Constable Doings has got the gloves. Now, he will demonstrate this to us, but obviously we need the gloves, and he's not just going to hand them over. So, what we can do, if we were to stick our driver...
Can't thank you enough for loosening me lips, love.
So, if we stick the end of the club in the sticky nut butter, and then give it to Constable Dibbins, the gloves will stick to it.
Mrs. Gabbly, would you mind awfully if I, dip the handle of my golf club into your sticky nut butter?
If it'll help you with your detective work, help yourself. I want nothing more to do with the stuff.
Much obliged.
There you go. And now we can go and give the club to... Sorry guys, I keep forgetting people's names. Constable Dibbins.
Now then, about the Ganges grip. I was wondering...
You're holding the blinking club upside down. Give me that. The trick is to... Hey, think you can steal me secrets, do you? All right, take a gander at this. There now. Catch that, did you? Oh. What trick are you trying to pull, Wallace?
This one.
Take your pigging club and bog off, Wallace. I haven't got time for all your shenanigans.
Much obliged, Constable.
Right, let's now get away from the constable who's being really, really annoying to us all today. And let's get back to the golf club. So, let's now perform the Ganges grip. Now, we're going to have to perform it on the pool table because basically the Ganges grip is about hitting lots of balls into the hole. So, let's go on the table. Let's use it on the table.
Crikey O'Reilly, this is most irregular.
Oh, the Ganges grip.
I told you, Paneer, there's no such...
By heavens,
Porcelain key.
porcelain key. Talk about a hole in one.
So, if you actually do decide to purchase these games, you can have a bit more of a look into the Ganges grip to understand it. But now we have all the keys we need to use on the painting. So let's do it in order. So let's use the gold key first.
Gold key, gold lock.
So as you can see, they're now slowly getting loose from the chains they're tied in. Let's use the silver key on the silver lock.
Looks like a match.
And then now let's use finally the porcelain key on the porcelain lock.
The porcelain key that will slide in the porcelain slot.
There you go, they're free. And there it is.
It's the deed.
Well, it appears to be genuine.
So you see, PC Plod, Prickly Thicket has a wee golf course after all.
I see. And where is this land exactly?
Well...
If you can't even establish that, gentlemen, I don't see how...
Gangway! Used to be in reconnaissance, don't you know? Dab hand at topography. Let me see now. Bit of a rise to the north, river bisecting the 11th fairway, grove of oaks to the west. Interesting.
What is it?
Naturally, some of the landmarks have disappeared in the intervening years, but if my guess is correct, the 18th green is located precisely on the spot of ground now known as...
62 West Wallaby Street.
Well, I'll be.
And it's not just my house that's in danger. If Chairman McBiscuit gets his way, the golf course will end up covering most of it.
But I'm still jiggered if I understand why you're playing golf through the middle of town.
If I win the Chairman's tournament, I'll be named Chairman of Prickly Thicket, Mrs. Gabberley. It's only the club chairman who can call off the wrecking ball.
Why is the chairman's tournament got to be played here?
Well, as the deeds show, Mrs. G, we're standing on the site of the original Prickly Thicket golf course. You see, it's all very logical if you stop to think about it.
And Chairman McBiscuit sinks his putt, moving him to 20 under par.
But let's face it, Pat. You haven't a prayer.
Yeah, away with ya. Give up now while you're still behind. Have you not been humiliated enough?
Not by half. Which way to the next tee?
Well, let's make things interesting at least. 2 holes left to play. The wee short hole starts here, and it ends right over there.
What a shot! All in one for Chairman McBiscuit. He's on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. Now he strikes to the 18th tee.
The long hole starts right here, and it ends...
By heck, what a Bobby Dazzler! Clean out of sight.
Why, Paneer, where's it going to come down then?
Let me see now. The 18th hole. Yes, that would be 62 West Wallaby Street.
Oh, yeah. Now, you can play the 2 holes in either order. Play them both at the same time if you like. First man to finish the pair of them wins the tournament. What do you say?
I say, that's a very sporting offer. I accept.
Right then, afraid I haven't got time to hang around here and watch you muff your shorts. I've a victory party to get to. You'd best follow me back to the 18th green, Paneer. You'll not want to miss commentating on my match-winning putt.
Now then, which hole shall we tackle first?
Oh, never mind. I'll let him do this and then we'll end out.
Oh dear, that's going to be a tough shot.
A spectacular shot, ladies and gentlemen. Spectacularly bad, that is. Straight into the sewer. Another stroke of misfortune for the underdog Wallace.
So, I hope you've all enjoyed today's episode. So we've got around about halfway through the game. I hope you understand everything that's going on in the story. If you don't, just leave some comments in the comment section. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for more content. Leave suggestions in the comments as well as any questions you have. I've been the Emerald Fishy, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye everyone.